through, through, and through. How to choose the right word. The words through, and through are homophones. They sound alike, but through and through have different meanings, are different parts of speech, and were derived from different words. Through means the same as through but is an abbreviation used appropriately only in certain informal contexts. How to use through. Through is the past tense of the verb throw, which usually means to cause something to move through the air, either by hand or with a device such as a catapult, but it has many other meanings. It can also mean to dislodge the horse through its rider, to move suddenly or forcefully, the angry guest threw his clothes into a suitcase, to cast dice, to make pottery, or to lose deliberately, the losing team threw the game. Throw. The present tense of through came from throwen, a Middle English word meaning to twist, wring, or hurl, which in turn came from thrawen, an Old English word meaning to throw or twist. How to use through. Through is still considered an informal spelling, though it predates through by more than 100 years. In its early days, English was an entirely phonetic written language, and through was one of many spellings of the word. But beginning in the early 16th century, standardization of spelling triggered by the printing press threw many variants, including through, into disuse. At the same time, written English was influenced by Old Norse and French spellings, resulting in words such as through. Through is listed as a preposition, adverb, or adjective, but, despite its pedigree, it's still considered more appropriate in informal writing such as a text message, a tweet, or a road sign, such as "No Through Street," than in a formal essay, professional writing, or a report. Examples. These sample sentences illustrate the varied meanings of through, and through. Buddy threw the baseball all the way from the outfield to home plate. Here through means hurled. Charles walked through the museum, looking for the schools of art that he had studied in school. In this example, through indicates a passage from one point to another. Marjorie is a senior and, at the end of the week, will be through with school. Here through means finished. Paul took a through train to avoid all the intermediate stops. In this usage, through means non-stop. Betsy learned about the job through an ad she saw on Craigslist. Here it means as a result of. The sign at the fast food restaurant pointed out the location of the drive-through window. This example illustrates an informal use of through as having the same meaning as through. Idiomatic uses of through. Uses of through can be expanded to include several other meanings by way of idioms, or expressions using a word such as through that are recognized as having different meanings from the literal definition of the word. These include threw a monkey wrench into, meaning sabotaged. His decision to quit his job threw a monkey wrench into Sarah's vacation plans. Threw cold water on, meaning discouraged by criticizing. Every time Bill thought he had a great idea, his boss threw cold water on the proposal. Threw oneself at, meaning tried hard to win attention or affection. He threw himself at Angie, but she made it clear that she wasn't interested in him. Threw oneself into, meaning tried vigorously. Sam wanted to get ahead in his job, so he threw himself into his work. Idiomatic uses of through. Through also appears frequently and usefully in idioms. Through and through, meaning completely, thoroughly, or throughout. She was a Denver Broncos fan, through and through. Go through with, meaning to experience, examine carefully, perform, use up, or complete. Despite the setbacks, she pledged to go through with the project. Go through the roof, meaning to get very angry. When Janet came in late from a date, her mom went through the roof, or to rise to a higher level. Bobby began applying himself to his studies and his grades went through the roof.
Please like, share, subscribe.